So anyway, we're a little off center here because my cord isn't reaching too far, but let's hope that it has enough of a charge that I can fire this up. So let's see what it looks like for the very first time. There we go. The ASUS splash screen. And I'm not going to edit any of this out so you can actually see how it fires up or how long it takes to fire up for the first time. Now again, firing this up for the first time will probably take a little bit more time than you would have if you just turned it on after everything was set up. But I'm giving you the full picture here, so I'll just let this go and I won't speed anything up and I won't edit anything out. Okay, like you would have with any Windows device or modern day Windows 8 device, we're going through the setup here and it's asking for my region and language. Obviously I'm speaking English, so let's select that. And it says country or region, United States, app language, English, keyboard layout, US, time zone, Pacific. The only thing I have to change is that I'm on the Eastern time zone. So let's find that. Go and hit next. Next thing up is the license terms. Of course, I'm going to accept that without reading it, otherwise I can't use the device. Now let's go through the personalization. The last device I used, which was the Surface RT, I went with a red background. I'm probably going to have a picture on the background of this, and that's one of the perks of Windows 8 or 8.1 is that you can use whatever you use on your desktop as your background for your start menu. But we're going to stick with red only because red is pretty much the default color of my channel here. Let's see if we can go with I think that's the brightest red that we've got, or that they've got. And then let's see, what should I name my PC? Let's call it the T100. Could always change that if I don't like it. Okay, in that last step it wanted me to sign into my home wireless network, so I did that. The next step here is settings. I'm going to go with the Express settings, so I'm just going to hit that. Let it do what it's going to do, and it's going to set up my account. So it wants me to sign into my Microsoft account. I do have a Microsoft account, and let me put that in right now. Okay, the next step says help us protect your info. When accessing sensitive info from your account or device, or if we detect suspicious account activity, we'll ask for a security code to verify your identity. If you sign in frequently on this device, we won't ask you for a code after this. I'm going to have them text it to me, so I'm going to have them do that, and I'll join you on the other side of that. Okay, the next thing, it says SkyDrive is your cloud storage. Your camera roll and PC settings will automatically be backed up to the cloud, and new documents you create will be saved to SkyDrive by default. That way you can get them from any device even if something happens to your PC. Okay, sounds fine to me. I really don't know if I have a SkyDrive account, but maybe it's going to associate it with my email address here. And it's going to restart the computer here with all of my settings. Hi. We're setting things up for you. Very friendly. You can get new apps from the store. It's installing my apps, even though I don't know if I have any apps. Maybe it saves that information from my Windows RT tablet. That would be interesting. Similar to what Google does with Android. Now it's just taking care of a few things. Okay, let's start. So there we go, the Windows Start screen, which should be pretty familiar to a lot of people. It's been around for over a year now. And you have all your live tiles here, my TechHarvest name up there, and seems pretty responsive. Now, whether I keep this device or sell it is going to depend on the performance, because I know pretty much what to expect out of the size, as it's pretty much the same size as the Windows Surface RT tablet. Pretty much, give or take. It is thicker, and of course the keyboard is hard. It's not a thin, soft type cover or touch cover like I had. But looks pretty cool. Now we have the desktop here, which again, this is a full Windows machine. So you can put all your legacy apps on here. And with Windows 8.1, you have really not the start menu anymore, but you have the little Windows icon there, which is your Windows button. And let's try the Windows button on the side of the device here. Now the only concession that Microsoft did to the start menu is to right-click down here. So let's see if I can get my pointer going here. And if I go to the Windows button, if you will, and then right-click on it, you get a lot of what you're used to. You have your device manager here, system, basically a lot of things you'd be used to when you'd hit the start button down there. So let's bring up Internet Explorer here, as you hear the clicking of the touchpad. And I'm going to go to YouTube. Let's make this full screen. And let's check out my channel. I just want to check out the speakers here. So far, so good. As is expected with these tablets, I had to crank it all the way up. That was the volume all the way up. But it definitely seems sufficient the way it is so far. Performance seemed decent. So before I sign off on this video, I do want to try the tablet without the dock. So let's disengage it here. There we go. Got to keep it plugged in still though. And of course this is the desktop. Let's go to the start menu here. Let's see, let's check out the camera real quick. So again, this only has a front-facing camera. It does not have a rear-facing camera. Can the camera use your location? I'm going to block that for now. And as you can see, let's see, get to start, swipe from the edge, and tap to start. Okay. So typical Windows 8 camera on here. You touch it, takes a picture. That was actually pretty quick. And then of course you have your video camera here as well. Hello. And let's see if this is actually a Windows button. Very nice. It is not. You have Windows branding down here, but it's not a button. And I actually like that a lot because in my last video I just said that there should be no buttons at all on the bezel. And right here, no buttons. Your Windows button is on the side of the device. Very good design choice in my opinion. So let's go to Internet Explorer here and let's just see what the virtual keyboard looks like. Now the virtual keyboard should be the same that was on the Windows RT tablet. And let's see, let's go to YouTube. Seems responsive. Very nice. And then, of course, oh, interesting. Everything's on the bottom now. It used to be that you'd drag from the top and you'd get your tabs up there. Now you're getting the tabs on the bottom. So if you just want the URL bar, drag from the bottom. Actually, no. Okay, that's a difference in Windows 8.1, I guess. Interesting. Now, digging in the nuts and bolts of this device, let me just show you here that, I don't know if you can read it there, but the processor is an Intel Atom CPU Z3740, and it's clocked at 1.33 gigahertz per core, and it is a quad-core processor. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM, 1.89 gigabytes are usable. It is running a 32-bit operating system, and let's minimize this window. And of a 64 gigabyte device, there's 35.1 gigabytes free. So everything else on there is operating system and whatever apps are on the device. And this device can recognize 5 touch points if your app supports it. So that's the ASUS Transformer Book T100. And that's going to do it for this video. So as always, if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.